Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to the Growler Cat. We are here with part 2 of a noob's journey through the Bloodborne bosses, and I have Katykins with me.
Hi.
And, well, that's just about it. We're going to go on ahead and talk about my journey against these damn bosses that I've encountered in Bloodborne. Let's do it. Okay, so this is a Chalice dungeon boss. I ran into this guy very early on.
And look at him, he's got candles on his back.
Yeah. And I got my ass whipped. He was actually one hitting and two hitting me. So I think this is my third attempt on him. But at this point, I realized something, that I was actually able to just cheese through him because he's nothing after how I powered up. So,
Gotcha.
yeah. I mean, I was still trying to study his movements a bit and so on and so forth. But I didn't really once I seen how I can just kind of tank him, I really didn't care. Like right there, once I got hit there, I was like, oh wow, there's no way he can, one or two hit me. So at this point, it really didn't matter. This guy was just this undead giant old candleback. He was just absolutely nothing. And a few of these Chalice dungeon bosses are going to be like this. So they're going to be quick fights, but I figured that I would just add them in anyways, just because. Sure, why not?
Yeah, he's got really like slow attacks where he's just kind of
right. Yeah,
that one's faster.
yeah, and that actually really hurt too. That one really did. It really did mess me up. So as you can see here, I'm being a little more cautious now. But I also noticed that he's bleeding out too. So I wasn't too sure as to what was up there. I think he had a lesion or something on his side, and then I go in for the visceral here, and that should be it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there you go.
Good for you.
Alright, so that's him. Let's get on to the next. Okay, so this is Chalice Dungeon boss number 2 that I fought. I think it's like, like fat trolls. Yeah, it's just the fat troll scheme. And here, I still didn't get the memo that using the gun is actually really good against these idiots.
Oh, yeah?
So I don't even think that I even try to do that, but I more so just kind of focus on staggering and dodging instead. But yeah, unfortunately, I still didn't quite get it in my head that you can stagger them big time when it comes to the gun. I don't know exactly when I figured it out. Actually, you know what? I think I do. I think I do know. Right there could have been a great visceral, but unfortunately he was I think he was just in death animation there. I thought he was in stagger animation.
You know what? I think I do remember you fighting these guys, because I remember you taking the cheap guy out first.
Uh-huh.
And then, what is it? Is it the gun guy that's last? No. Because I know that you can fight that gun guy in another part.
I think you remember like a copy repeat. Nothing really too exciting going on here, but yeah, there are some copy paste bosses, but it's not too frequent. And again, I just kind of tank through and whatever. I'm really not too worried about it. Chalice dungeon bosses can be tough, but again, I got a little too late to the party, so there you go. Prey slaughtered. Let's get on to the next. Alright, so here's the next Chalice dungeon boss.
God, he's on fire.
Yeah, Watchdog of the Old Lords. So, with this dude, I was really just trying to feel him out. So this fight kind of starts a bit slow. Actually, to be honest with you, I kind of feel that this whole fight is a bit slow. And I'm just trying to, as you can see right there, he just like left an AoE. So I'm like, alright, that's what he's doing. I try to do that when it comes to bosses. I try to feel them out and see what they're about.
Yeah.
Beforehand. I think that that's kind of a fair assessment. In a game like this.
Yeah, I mean you have to play it safe.
Right. I possibly played it a little too safe here because I do believe at this point again I'm a little too over leveled. So I know that I do try to go in and this and that, but he definitely does get the better of me at a few certain points. I mean, as you can see right now, I have none of his health down.
Well, the other reason why you're probably hesitant to kind of just go full force on him is there's always the back of your head thought of just like, what if he puts a status on me?
Well, yes, absolutely. In which I was actually kind of surprised that there wasn't more of that in this game. Maybe there is for some of them higher level Chalice dungeons. I've only cleared like 3 of them, 3 of the Chalice dungeons. So I'm sure that that is a thing. But I think here I'm also just thinking about the AoE thing that he can do, and how he kind of leaves an opening as well. And I want to go towards that, but yeah, unfortunately, right there again. So I still have only taken 1 swipe at this guy. It's pretty pathetic, and that AoE really doesn't even last that long now that I'm able to review and look at the fight.
Well, I mean, I didn't watch you fight this one personally. I mean, I noticed from him so far he's got either 2 or 3 AoEs, because he's got the one where he leaves pretty much the lava puddles, and then he has the I can't remember if it's breath or swipe.
I like
that's kind of moving forward.
I like that I have Molotovs equipped.
Yeah, like that's gonna do
like
anything.
That's gonna do anything. Like if anything, I should just heal him.
Well, maybe
I should have threw one just for the LOLs.
Well, maybe you're kind of going a la King Dodongo, and you throw a bomb at him to make him explode more.
Well, yeah, but that's an explosive though. But yeah, right there, I seem to get a bit of a stagger on him, and I'm also using the longsword variant at this point, because I feel that, being a bit quicker, because he seems to recover. It doesn't seem that he leaves a lot of room for punish on him. So that's I know for a fact that that's exactly what I was thinking when it came to that, because it's like, man, this guy just he does a move and then he's ready to do another one, So that's why I went to the single hand variant for the greatsword, was to see if perhaps I could, dish out a punish. And on top of it, too, I probably shouldn't have been locking on to him. It kind of seems that probably wasn't the... Probably, sorry, I keep saying that. Yeah, I don't think it was the greatest method against him. But you won't really see me in any sort of real peril, I guess. And I'm really not too worried about it either, because it's just a Chalice dungeon. If you want another chance at the boss, it's really, really easy to get back to them.
Yeah, I saw that when you teleported through them.
So why I'm being so cautious right here, I honestly don't know. I mean, it's even a lot more cautious than what I just remember after I finished this fight, I wasn't happy with myself. Not at all. I'm like, boy, I could have done that a lot better.
Well, I mean, a lot of his attacks are from a distance to where he's kind of throwing either fire or himself forward at you.
Right.
So you definitely have to be dodging or have... It's just like, you haven't really had any hits on him for a while.
And I even threw out a few shots from my repeating pistol. That's what I'm using. And I'm just throwing them shots out to kind of hopefully get that stagger on him, so I can just visceral him. But right there, I get lucky, and then it's like, oh, I gotta wait for stamina now. But fortunately though, he kind of went nuts right there with the fireballs and all that, and it just left a huge opening, and I was able to capitalize and put this doggy to sleep. So there you go. Let's get on to the next round. Okay, so here is Amygdala. Amy Gadala, whatever the hell you want to say.
Just call her Amy.
Amy. Okay, here's Amy. Okay, so this is, again, I think this is, you know what? No, I think this is actually my second attempt at this thing. I did fairly well the first get-go, and I just try to stay pretty much in between its legs. I don't know why I didn't grab the echoes there. Maybe I'm just kind of more so focused on the fight, and as you can see, I'm also really not relying on the whole auto lock-on stuff either.
I mean, she's so big.
Right. So my main focus is to try and just hit that tail, because it just seems like that would be the right thing to do. Now, I don't know if it is or if it isn't, or anything of the matter, but that's just what I was trying to do naturally, and this is going to be a long fight. You didn't see. Have you ever seen this one? Have I showed you this one?
It's like, she looks familiar to me, but I honestly don't remember you fight, unless I was doing my own thing and kind of glimpsing back over at you. Because her whole, just because she looks familiar to me, because it's like I remember you fighting a boss that was very like insect-like.
Right. I'm kind of noticing the hit points that I take out on it too. It seems like really low. So like, does it have just low health or? Yeah, like look at it. That's like 11, 20. Do you see that?
Yeah.
That's the first time I've ever even noticed that, to be honest with you. So,
Is she weak in the tail?
I don't know. Like that's what. See, that's what I thought, but I guess not. So I guess this is just kind of a mess up on my part, or what? But the damage seems to be a bit bigger now because remember I was doing like fucking what 11s and 9s.
Yeah.
But now they're 70s. So I'm not too damn sure, to be quite honest.
Well, watching you fight her, I don't know if I'm like thinking too much into this, but she's got an arm that's glowing.
Yeah, and I noticed that too. And I do believe with this sword, I do have a move.
Yeah, now it's doing the little...
Yeah, now it's doing the little shits.
But you're hitting the end of her tail.
But the thing is that I am actually making the HP go down. So, did I do this the hard way? I guess what the hell?
Yeah, I don't know if there's a gimmick to her.
Yeah, I'm not sure on this one. See, yeah, because we're just basically looking at the footage and just talking over right now. I mean, I'm sure, everybody already knows. Oh, right there, I really hate it. I'm like, oh god, this shit hurt. But, yeah, I really don't remember too much of where my mindset was on this one. Again, like, Cleric Beast, I was a bit, in the bag. At this point, when I was taking it out, I actually even remember. Okay, so the headshot really did hurt it, and yeah, the leg shots really do hurt too. So yeah, going to the tail is just really, really dumb.
Yeah, it's like weird.
Now I know, but see, reviewing the footage though, now I kind of feel like a UFC fighter. I'm going to the footage now. I'm seeing what I did wrong, so next time I'll know what to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because, you would think, okay, well, anybody in their right mind would go on ahead and they would stop attacking that appendage. Correct. This is correct. But think, again, what did I just say? I was pretty drunk. So I'm going to use that as an excuse just for the sole purpose of, like, seriously, I was pretty drunk when I took this. I actually remember what I did after I downed it. I was just like, yeah. I was surprised you didn't wake up. I thought you might have woken up. I even looked back and like, oh shit, because after you beat a boss in Bloodborne, at least for the first time,
it's an event.
It's an event, right? Yeah. You're right, and you're just like fucking, oh my god, and, you're so pumped. Your adrenaline's going. I remember when I showed you. I forget for what boss it was, but I actually showed you my hand afterwards, and it was shaking.
Yeah, because of the adrenaline.
Because of all the excess adrenaline. Still, I get stomped.
I wonder if it was it Vicar Amelia?
It might have been. I don't know. Were you there when I beat her?
Let's see, because I know that you beat Rom, unless it was Father. Gaston.
I don't know. I don't think that old Gascoigne / Gaston. I didn't really get like a surge from him. I don't feel. It was the first time and all, but it didn't.
I think I saw
that...
you beat Vicar. I'm pretty sure I saw you beat her.
It was probably Amelia.
Because I remember you telling me about like you going through all of the fights with her before knowing about that numbing mist. And I do remember you using that.
Then it probably was that. This is a messed up fight because right now, as you can see, I only have, and again, I apologize for this terrible length for this fight because if I wasn't inebriated at the time, I probably would have noticed the damn hit points. But it's funny because look at my blood vials; they're so dwindling away at this point. I'm not, and I still haven't even picked up those echoes yet. And I've had all the time in the world to do so. So this is definitely an idiot's way of, killing a boss. It almost seems, And look at all the blood that came out from when I hit the leg inadvertently, too.
I kind of want to see if you do pick them up because I want to know how many blood echoes you have.
Right.
Like how many could you have possibly missed out on if you died?
Exactly. Yeah. That is. Yeah. That. I mean, it could be a lot. It could be a little. I think it's just Yeah, I'm not sure actually.
Well, let's put it this way. If you said that this is your second time fighting Amy.
Yeah, but I was able to... The shortcut is really, really short, though, to get back to her. So it's still hard to kind of gauge out all the progress that you did. Because there's, like, literally... You only literally have to kill, I think, 1, maybe 2 things to get back to her.
Yeah, that's not bad for this game.
Yeah, because the shortcut is actually very nice when it comes to this one. And look at all that time. I could have just been wailing on the legs there, too. Oh,
well, I was going to say, you're hitting higher points again for the tail.
Am I?
Yeah.
I want to see, because I just remember I was really focused on it. And by the way, she has weapons now. I don't think she has them from
you're hitting 70.
Yeah, I was hitting 70s before, though, too, and then it goes away, so I don't know what the hell I was doing here. This was just, you know what? This was just an endurance that I didn't have to necessarily do. And now I have 0 blood vials at this point. And I still have, like, what is that, 10%?
We'll see. It's okay. You don't have to worry because it's a happy ending, you know?
It is a happy ending, yes, but it's still pretty, you know... Oh, man, it's really on the wire, though. It's scary for sure. Yeah, right there.
Yeah, 350.
Oh, but it stacks, though. The damage stacks.
Shit, that's right.
Yeah, I forgot about that. See, that's how newbie I am to this game. I forgot about that. So, yeah, the damage actually does stack. And right here, you know, it's like, oh,
they're really jumpy.
You know, blood's... Yeah. Really, every other move, jump, gotta roll, you know. Hitting her in the head, that would have definitely been the way to go. I mean, the legs as well, but the head, I noticed when I hit the head, it was like 230 damage or something to that effect. So, yeah, this is the way to not fight Amy.
Did you get her?
But we do get Amy, though, regardless. Yes, of course we do. in the tail still. So there you go. All right, let's go on ahead.
I guess no blood echoes get
to the next one. And hey, who knows? I might have picked up those blood vials after the fight, just so you know. Okay, so this is Beast Possessed Soul. I barely know anything about this. All I know is I'm a little scared of werewolf men because there's this werewolf dude that you gotta fight just in a normal game. And as far as I know, you only encounter one of them, and he pretty much looks like this. I'll be honest with you, man, I don't remember any of this at all. So this is kind of new to me here. Right now, he's definitely messing me up. But pretty much my commentary is just going to be what anybody else could say. So
yeah, he's kind of unique looking for like a werewolf type of beast. Actually, when you were behind that pillar and he was walking towards you, like he was stuck in that walking animation.
Right.
It looked kind of creepy. It almost made me think of stop motion.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. And
Yeah.
it looks like here he enraged or something. So yeah, it seems that I'm just trying to bide my time. I'm sure that I was probably pretty damn drunk at this point or something because I don't remember this guy at all. And that's a little messed up, to be quite frank with you. But I also noticed too that my damage is damn good on him, along with the stagger as well. So I just don't know how my the one-hand variant might be with Ludwig's blade. I really don't know. But yeah, it does seem that he is enraged, and yeah, because there's really no reason as to why I would have that blood vial equipped like that. That Yoskefs or whatever, however the hell you pronounce it. I don't see why the hell I would even have it equipped, but yeah, I'm definitely able to get some nice damage on it, so I don't really think I'm too worried about this fight, but more so worried about my next drink.
Yeah, gotcha.
You know? Yeah, and that's another thing too that werewolf boss does. He did the same thing, and I think that's why I was being very cautious because that werewolf really made it a humbling experience for me. Even though I did, because like I said, you fight one in the main game, and he's not even a boss, but more so I guess maybe a mini boss. And he can really fuck you up.
Yeah, I noticed he's got a few. Well, one of the moves is where he keeps swiping at you, and if you were to get caught in that combo, you're dead.
Right? Yeah,
because
you're dead.
He had a ton of them.
Yeah, he'll just keep going, and then it's basically over.
And then he's got fire powers.
Right. which is funny for a beast to be using in the first place. But alright, so yeah, we're going to get him right here, and then there you go. Apparently I won, so let's get on to the next. Okay, so Keeper of the Old Lords. This is a hunter, or should I say a hunter of hunters. Again, this is a fight that I barely remember. I know it sounds bad. It does sound bad. This is like, I'm drinking and like that. But I actually do remember fighting this guy a bit. I just don't remember dying to him, because I do remember the whole like fire attack and then dodging that. I'm pretty sure I do go to my one-hand variant as well. I try to do that when it comes to these quicker opponents, especially when it comes to the hunters. So I don't think I'm going to be rocking the Greatsword variant too much longer after I get my ass whipped a bit here. And, get a little bit of a humbling experience. So this is about as new to you as it is to me.
Gotcha.
Let's see what happens here. And I've done 0 damage. I'm getting my ass kicked. I have 7 blood vials left. All right, we're going fire paper. Apparently, that's what we're doing.
Yeah, I noticed that this one you're fighting has kind of that witch wardrobe type of thing.
Yeah, which I do like that that wardrobe, because it gives you like the cool mask and shit. And I know I was rocking that for a while, but we wanted to see our character's eyes, so then I stopped using it. But yeah, I don't have much to say about this. I can't really put you in my mind frame, because sadly I don't remember. I don't remember this too well at all. I mean, at least I was smart enough to pick up myself. I'm really surprised I haven't gone to my one-handed variant yet and tried to get this sucker down. And now
some good damage.
Yeah, and now I'm starting to wonder if I ever will. Because I'm just trying to do kind of Mark McGuire over here, fucking hitting home runs on the motherfucker at this point.
Just swinging for the fences.
Right, yeah, literally swinging for these fucking fences, man, and hoping to hit this bastard. And I mean, obviously, I must get him into a corner or something. And I'm wasting that fire paper, I noticed too. So, yep, let's see. Okay, we're down to 1 blood vial now. This is getting at the wire. I don't know what's gonna happen. Will I lose this fight? Did I upload this wrong?
I guess we'll find out.
Alright, well, let's see. I don't think I have another video to upload, though. Oh, no, we're taking them. We're going. We are going. We're doing it. Alright, well, that's the final blood vial right there, so something needs to happen. But it could be as easy as just one more combo, and, that's it.
I mean, what's kind of neat about this game is how they can take you out in a combo. You can do the same.
Right, exactly. All right, well, we got lucky there. Next. Here we go. All right, so Dark Beast Parl. I do remember this, and I actually feel bad about this fight for 2 reasons. First off, I have a cooperator in here, one of the NPC cooperators that really didn't even need to be in here in the first place. I'm way over leveled for Parl at this point, but let me just say that I actually fought Parl way earlier in the game. Okay, and what ended up happening was I also fought him with a cooperator as well. I'm guessing this dude or whatever, right? And I don't know why I ran into that. And I actually almost killed him, which would have been really nice because it would have made a super sweet shortcut. But unfortunately, I died when he had maybe 1 or 2 hits left.
Oh, that's frustrating.
Yeah, and I have no idea as to why I actually brought in this cooperator. Maybe it was just because, I got 71 insight. I don't give a fuck, like, I don't even care. But I really shouldn't have done that because it's stupid. It's just an irresponsible thing. This is one of the fights that I definitely feel bad about doing, because not only would I have won regardless, but this is one of the fights that I just know I cheesed, and I don't know. I don't feel good about this one, so I'm looking forward to the rematch on old Parl.
Is he the only enemy or boss in this game that's got like electric powers like that?
Oh, man, I don't remember. Man, I really don't remember, but I'm gonna say yes. But yeah, I don't remember. I don't know. But yeah, it was cheese through. I don't feel bad about it, but hey, we got the dub, we got the win on it, and that's that for that. Okay, Katykins.
Yes.
You remember this guy?
I do.
Okay. How many times did it take me to take him down?
2 times.
That's right. This was a second attempt boss. I used a cooperator here as well, and I probably shouldn't have had to because I just barely learned that you can take out the people that are throwing magics at you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. The arcane powers and all that are just kind of flying out of nowhere. You can actually run around the map and kill them.
Huh.
And from what I understand, the speedrunners, you know what they call it? Because I watched the speedrun of this just earlier today. I didn't watch anything before that, but I watched the speedrunner today, and he called it the walk of shame if you have to do that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he calls it the walk of shame, which I found very funny. But the reason as to why I'm doing so good is because I have the cooperator there, and they're focusing magics and all that stuff on him.
Yeah, and then I was going to say the fireballs weren't really the issue for you dying
That's
the first
because
time.
of the cooperator.
Yeah,
right,
but no,
yeah.
you got like vomited on.
Right, yeah, and he just
And it
took
just
me
killed
out with
you.
one shot.
But
He
this-
literally one-shotted me with
But this
vomit.
fight was so much easier.
Right. And yeah, that's it. That's the one reborn done. Could have done it without the cooperator, but hey, now we know. Okay, so this is the final phase of the Mikolash fight. I'm only uploading the final phase because there's a lot of running around, as I'm sure a lot of people already know.
Yeah, I remember you were telling me about that. 'Cause
Right.
I didn't see this.
And he actually did end up killing me by using like his orbs of light. So this is actually second attempt right here. Yeah, so he did actually end up killing me. F.N. Mikolash. He's supposed to be like one of the easiest bosses in the game, but I still ended up dying. But hey, you know, it is what it is.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, there you go. I mean, it's funny because he didn't even use the orbs at all.
Yeah.
I
see that, 'cause I didn't see
he didn't
any
use
light.
them at all. But I wasn't using the greatsword variant either, and I wasn't able to stagger him with my longsword the first time around. So hey, you know, we all learned something. Okay, now we're in championship rounds here. So this is Marigo's wet nurse.
Where are her boobs?
Don't know. Where's her face? Where's anything here?
Oh, that's pretty creepy.
Yeah.
Oh, it's bird-like.
Yeah. It kind of reminds me of Vicar Amelia a little bit, and the Cleric Beast, kind of like with, you know, I don't know. It's just kind of.
It's like a hybrid of like that, and then it's like bird and like reaper.
Right. Okay, so this is obviously a first shot attempt at the boss. So yes, I actually did take this thing out in my first try. I do pretty much stick with the one-handed from what I remember. And I don't know if I do switch variants or not. But all I know is that I'm just like, oh my god, man, this thing has like 6 freaking swords on it, you know? And the beginning of the fight is super, super slow. And the reason as to why that is because, like I've said before, I kind of like to feel my opponent out, see their moves, you know, so on and so forth. And right here, that move, that downward thrust, is actually a really good move to capitalize on. But I think I really shouldn't be locking onto it.
Oh, I see.
Because, yeah, and then it does this night thing here, and you're actually going to see me switch over to my my other variant too.
Oh, okay, so this is where you have to kind of keep her close, or else she just disappears. So
Yeah.
I mean, locking on for this part.
Would be nice. Is
Yeah.
nice, right? Yeah, and the thing is too is that she's a bit quicker, but like it's dark though too. Right there, I change variants. And of course I get tagged because sure, why not? You know, I don't know how I didn't get tagged there, but I didn't. But the funny thing is that she just kind of swings for the fences when it comes to this whole night.
Gotcha.
Thing
Yeah,
here,
it's like so
you
in
know?
a sense like she's kind of only not blind, but
And I'm having a hard time keeping up with my stamina too. so I can't just keep swinging and swinging. So I don't know if maybe using the one-handed variant would have been better throughout that phase. But now, pretty much what I want is for her or it or whatever the hell you want to call it, to basically just make it night again, so I can take advantage of that and do it. So that's basically where my mindset is. But there's going to be a little twist to it as the fight goes on, which I'm sure, you know, anybody watching the newbie's journey through the boss fights already knows that that's actually a very bad thing, which we will get to. So I'm just kind of waiting for it and biding my time and maybe waiting for that downward thrust. And I just don't see it. But yeah, so I guess you can still say I'm still feeling my opponent out.
Yeah, so I guess you're probably wondering if it's a time constraint with the change, or if it's a health issue.
Right, exactly. And then there she just disappears, and I'm like, what the hell? You know, I'm like, wait a minute, and then just reappears right there. I'm like, okay, that's new. So what that put in my head at that time was, okay, obviously this thing still has a few tricks up its sleeve. And then there it starts to just kind of, you know, mow through, and I don't think I've seen that move either. So I'm like, okay, there's definitely still some stuff going on, but then it's like, oh, cool, it's nighttime again, you know, or they made it nighter time. But then,
oh shit, there's two?
They made two. Yes. Excuse me. So I was just like, oh my god, what the hell is going on? I literally, like, I almost jumped onto my chair. I won't say literally jumped onto my chair. I almost jumped onto my chair, but I did say, there's two? You know?
Wait, did they both have H-Molt shit?
No, they don't. Only one of them is the real one, and it's that one that keeps disappearing. And now I'm getting my ass kicked, and I'm almost dead right here. I barely survived this onslaught of just craziness. And here, now I have learned my lesson. I cannot make Marigold's Wet Nurse make it dark anymore, if they even stop this phase. And then right here, I'm like, okay, I need to fight now. So you're actually going to see me being a bit more aggressive. I'm still going to try to bide my time, but, you know, you're definitely going to see me a bit more aggressive at this point, because I don't want that to happen again.
No, I gotcha.
You know,
that's scary.
I don't want that to happen again. That is a very scary thing. And, yeah, no thanks. And, yeah, all them blades that are just, you know, coming at me, you know, so I'm still trying to keep my distance here. And, of course, the adrenaline's going through my body. I'm really pumped up, you know, and I don't know, probably even the controller's shaking in my hands at this point, you know. I'm like, oh, my God. So here, I definitely try to capitalize. Use a bit of bolt paper, too, because sure, why not? I got plenty of it. So, yeah, I figured that wouldn't be a bad idea. Roll through into the blade, but she misses the other sweep, so I kind of got lucky there. But I'm very, very afraid of the knight now. So right there, I'm going to jump in. I'm going to try and get my shots in as best as I can. I take a bit of damage, but it really isn't too bad.
Yeah,
you know?
I saw that.
And then here again, easy dodge. So I'm just going to, you know, take my swings in. I should have taken another swing right there. I probably would have ate a bit of damage, but it's definitely something that I've been able to tank. And I also know, too, that once they start to summon the darkness, that I'm going to have to really put in the business. So let's see. It isn't right here, but it's close. Let's see. Nope, not yet. Still being careful, but I know it's coming, you know, and for all I know, there could be multiples. And then right there, it's like, okay, it's time to deal as much damage as possible right now, because this is going to get ugly. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to take them right there, but I'm able to dodge the clone.
Oh, you're so close.
And then put it down. And
Good
just,
job.
whew, oh my goodness, that was a first try right there. Very proud of that win. It's weird because the whole thing, like Prey Slaughtered, or I should say Nightmare Slain, doesn't pop up right away. So you actually got to wait a little bit. But yeah, we're well on our way to the final boss. And yeah, that'll be that for that. We'll just move on. Or, well, I should say, I thought I was going to the final boss, but I actually ended up dying at the final boss, which is Giram. Okay. Well, technically, it's Giram and Moon Presence.
Wait, who's that?
This right here is the Tumerian Descendant. It's a Chalice dungeon boss, and I just, after I got my ass kicked by Giram, well, actually, I really didn't even get my ass kicked by Giram. I barely died by him. I think he had like 10% health, but he took me out because he went all Super Saiyan or some shit. It was over. So I decided to power up a little bit more. So I went into the Chalice dungeons, and I decided that I would go up against a Tumerian Descendant.
Yeah, you like almost have him.
Yeah, which I'm still a bit overpowered, and yeah, I could have definitely got a lot of viscerals going on there. I don't know where the hell my mind was, but it definitely wasn't into the game. I do finish them off with a visceral, though. So, hey, at least there's that, right? Alright, and then we're going to get on to our next Chalice dungeon boss, which, Katykins, I actually think you've seen this one. This is the one where I really should have been using my gun, and I get rocked big time here.
Yeah, so I think this was the fight that I saw. I didn't see that other one.
Okay.
This was the one.
Yeah, this is the one.
Because it's funny, you're taking out the chieftain first.
And I should have been dead by all means right there. I really, really should have. I don't know how the hell I'm still alive, but I am. So I decide, okay, well, let's try and keep it that way. And this is just really an awful display because now I know the trick. So seeing it pains me, you know. It's like, oh, God. And I'm sure it pains, you know, other viewers as well. It's just like, oh, dude, all you had to do was this, you know. But I didn't know any better, and I really wasn't that great with my gun. I like my greatsword variant, and now I know, no, you definitely need to switch things up when it comes to this game. And, yeah, you're going to just see me eating a lot of shit here. I mean, it's bad. It's really bad. I don't even know how the hell I survived this crap. I mean, other than just sheer tanking and having a nice HP pool. Other than that, though, I mean, even if I was just down a little bit of health, it would have been over. I would have been done for. And even when it comes to the last one, it doesn't matter. And see, now I'm like, okay, I'm going to try and use my gun. But even still, it doesn't work out. So let's see what variant I stick with here. No, I just go back to the greatsword. Like, okay, I'll just stagger him, this and that. Whatevs, you know.
Yeah, I do remember when you get him down to a certain amount of health, he'll use the butt of his gun.
Yeah, he'll just go ham regardless. So I really should have used the other variant, in which I do try. I did try here. So, you know, hey, my heart was in the right place at this point in time, and I do get the visceral, but still, you know, still feel bad. Alright, well, there you go. So, hey, at least I'm learning, and that's proof right there. On to the next. Okay, so who's next on the hit list here? Undead Giants. Katykins, anything to say about this Undead Giant?
Well, I mean, he's pretty much, a copy-paste model of Candleback, but...
Yeah, but he has a club for a hand now.
I see that. It's, swollen, but he's still got fingers.
And no Candleback either.
Yeah, but he does have that one blade, though.
Why am I using the torch right now? Okay, I got rid of that. Yeah, I remember fighting him just like a couple days ago or whatever, you know, with you, because, you know, you were here too, and we were initially doing this, and I trying to get that stagger again, because I felt pretty good about it with the troll. So I'm like, oh, maybe I can do it with you know, and then I just get rid of it, and I'm like, alright, I'm just going to use this greatsword. Going back to my comfort zone once again. Oh, lordy, I know, don't judge me. So I figured that if he threw his big fat arm out there like that, I'd be able to do some work. And I took that lesion off of his side there. I don't know if you noticed it or not.
I just did,
yeah. Like, like this fleshy lesion out there, and I was like, you know, I was like, okay, well, you know, maybe that's a good thing. But it didn't exactly put him, at least something that I didn't notice was put him in a visceral attack state. But I probably should have switched to my other variant just to see if maybe I could stagger him easier there. There, I pinned myself against the wall. I didn't, obviously, didn't mean to do that, but I did it anyways. Purely accidental.
God, look how covered in blood you are. Was that from the lesion, or was that from earlier?
I think it's just from, my progress through the dungeon. Because pretty much my point here is just to gain a few extra echoes so I can take on Gearman and, you know, finish the game. at this point. But yeah, so he's gonna just do his whole deal here, and I really don't know what to make of it. I'm just trying to like hit this guy in the legs and hope for the best, but it just really doesn't seem like anything is staggering him, And I'm just like, oh great, now I'm gonna have to go blood vial farming.
Oh, I remember that him using
point.
the chains as kind of an attack on you now.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. They just kind of like swing through.
Mm-hmm.
Which, yeah, that was a pretty cool effect that they had there, but, obviously...
Oh, God, you almost died.
I know, I almost bit it there. I know. Honestly, I thought I was done. I'm like, wait, did I make the wrong footage? I thought I one-shot him. So, yes, this is the first attempt. As you know, I went through the door. There was no fog there, so that's a dead giveaway. And I ran to the fire paper like, oh, maybe this will help, I don't know if I had... Oh, no, I think I was saving my bolt papers for Gearman. So that's why I didn't want to use it against him, and I don't even know if he'd be weak against it or not.
Uh-huh.
And then he just kind of goes nuts there. I mean, he's just going nuts with everything. And honestly, I really just should have not did the lock on again. I noticed myself doing that quite a bit when it comes to these enemies.
Uh-huh.
And that's going to be a thing that I'm going to really have to work on, just to not do that. I mean, it's nice to have them in your sights, so on and so forth. Oh, there we go. Here comes a visceral. But I don't think it's over. No, it's not enough. It was nice, though. It was nice after all that work, and that's it. As you can see, my insight sucks, too, because I spent it on a bloodstone chunk that I really shouldn't have.
Uh-huh.
But, oh, well. That's okay. That's for another story. I actually ended up using it to power up my sword for the Giram fight. And, alright, well, we're pretty much good here, though. We got him there. Alright, let's get on to the next then. That's a nice. Okay, so, I brought a little help with me. This is another one-shot, but it's only a one-shot, thankfully, because of the cooperator.
Uh-huh.
I kind of feel a little bad because it seems like it would have probably been a really, really epic, great fight without him. I really wasn't trying to be cheap or anything, but at the same time, I'll be honest with you, I really wanted to... Man, I am saying I'll be honest with you, huh? Man, it makes me sound like a liar. Sheesh. Okay, so this was my mindset. I really just wanted to get back to Giram. That was my thing.
Gotcha.
Okay, I really wanted to get back to him. I mean, I was so close to beating him the first time. It was really, really on the wire. I had him at 10% HP. I was so damn close. It would have been awesome to actually be able to upload that footage. Hey, I did it on my first try. Cool, whatever. Okay, I know I'm not going to be able to get the moon presents because later on I learned that, okay, I guess you need to consume umbilical cords in the game or use them in some way, shape, or manner. And I still don't even know, how to get them.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I'm hoping just to naturally find...
You got one from the wet nurse, didn't you?
I think so, yeah. I do believe so. And we got a nice stagger there. So here's a visceral. But yeah, going back to the whole aspect is that, then you get to fight the moon presence after Giram. I just don't know if you'll be able to actually fight it. Because I'm guessing that you have to fight Giram and then fight the moon presence, but if you lose at the moon presence, does that mean you have to fight Giram again? Because if that's the case, that's going to be really tough. Because of the whole blood vial situation. So I have no idea, actually. But
is the moon presence, is it like the man on the moon?
It is not like the man on the moon at all. No, it's some icky, tentacle-y looking super boss.
This game and its tentacles. I was going to say this boss here looks like it's a copy-paste of the model of the cleric beast, but instead of it having one side that was all tentacle-y and them antlers, it's all in the back.
Right.
But it does look like it, though.
Yeah, and I just... It's it's missing a nice hunk of its back, too. It has... Did you notice that? It's got...
Oh, does it?
Yeah, it's missing this huge hunk of its back. Somebody assailed it before or something. I'm not sure. Maybe this guy. I don't know.
And that's why he's helping you.
Yeah, like,
he wants to finish
no,
the job.
I'm helping him. Right, yeah. I do feel a little bad about this fight, again, using a cooperator, because I do think that this fight would have been very
Well, you
much
said it
more
yourself. You
epic.
want to get back to...
But I wanted to get back to Garum, exactly. The only thing is that I won't get that chance to just fight this thing solo unless I make a totally new character. Because I think once the Chalice dungeon bosses are gone, you're gone.
Oh.
Like they're done for.
Well, I mean, that's up to you
Yeah.
if you'd want to do the
Make
challenge
a new
again.
character, right? Right. Yeah, like, even if you restart the Chalice dungeon and start from the beginning, it doesn't matter. You just run through. Like, the normal enemies respawn, but I don't think the bosses respawn, because I went back into some boss areas and they weren't there. So, yeah, I tried to go for a visceral there. Unfortunately, I was a little bit too late. I mean, it had to be just seconds, but we're about to take it out right now. And then we're going to get on to the final show, I think. Don't hold me to it. But, alright, let's go. Okay, so, yeah. Giro, the first hunter. Of course,
Oh, you get to fight in a field of flowers?
Yeah, isn't it beautiful?
Yeah,
All
that's
this
really
chaos.
ironic for this.
Yeah. Now, for this fight, I think you most certainly do want to lock on to him. I'm going to be getting my ass kicked here in the beginning, big time. Like, big time, to the point where I'm like, man, I don't think I can do this right now. Or maybe I should have, maybe I should go to the other variant. Right now, my mind is going other places. And I do believe I even tried to stagger him. I don't know if I actually do. I can't remember. But Girum has this really sick reach with this sickle. I mean, like, this thing is just, it's magnificent. It really is. And he can pop you up into the air and take out massive damage. So you really, really need to be careful. Now, I do want to point out one thing. This is my second attempt, okay? Mm-hmm. Now, I almost took this guy out in my first attempt, and I feel damn proud of that. But I do still feel pretty good. Okay, hey, I took him out in my second. That's, not as good, obviously. But at the same time, it's not bad. I wouldn't think, right? Mm-hmm. Right there, I tried to go for a visceral. Didn't work out. So now I'm just, playing the dodging game, or at least the best to my abilities at this point. And I'm just really trying to get that visceral, and there we go. There's the first one. I don't know if there's a second or a third. I don't remember. The fight is just so damn fast. Girum he doesn't mess around, and then he's going to start to go Super Saiyan. And once he starts to do that, there's a couple moves to look out for. One he didn't do, and one he did do. That right there, it isn't powerful enough to one-shot me. What he just did with that ball of energy.
Uh-huh.
It pretty much puts me at, like, this little centimeter of health. If I have full health, I could survive it. Unfortunately, though, he does have another move, but he didn't bother to do it in this run. So I guess I got lucky, kind of like with Mikolash not using the orb.
Yeah.
So I did get a little lucky. I guess they just...
Well, it's all RNG, I guess.
Right, yeah, you just kind of get lucky, and sometimes right there he viscerals me. Yeah, so that didn't make me feel too good. And now I have, like, no ammo. That was my final shot right there. So I'll probably go back to the greatsword variant soon. Let's see where my mind frame is here. Of course, a heal. Or I might just keep out the longsword just to be a bit quicker.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he right there, that would have been a great opening. Get a few hits in. I thought he was going to do something nasty because he was just kind of letting me hit him. And it's a pretty anticlimactic end to him, because I don't really get to finish him in style or anything like that. There's nothing like that. Like, even the game isn't nice enough to give you something like that. Like a scene, a cinematic, or anything to that effect. It's just like, once you take him, you take him.
And see, I like the fact that you're fighting him, because this is the wheelchair guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Wheelchair guy
obviously
doesn't need a
there seems
wheelchair.
like there's more to. Yeah, he's fake. He's
Right.
faker. I was hoping that you were gonna fight the doll,
Right.
because I saw all the dead blood things.
And yeah, so right here, this is it. I'm getting very, very excited. I only need to, I just need to sneeze on the guy and he's gonna die. And that's it, man. This is pretty much my newbie journey into Bloodborne. So I hope you liked it. And thanks for hanging out with the Growler Cat. We'll see you next time.
See ya. Thank you.